Good morning, everyone. Man Collects coming to you from Walmart in Bristol, Tennessee, where I normally start my hunt weeks. So we're going to keep one here, guys. See what they got. Found some of the DC Multiverse Fugglers over the weekend, so starting to hit in the area. Let's go back here and see if they've got any. Section here at Bristol, Tennessee, Abbott Elementary. I don't know what that is. I don't think I saw those before. A bunch of Pops, Toy Story, Captain America, Falcon, movie Pontiacs, Snow White. Well, one thing I do see, one thing I was noticing before I turned the camera on as well, I've been coming here looking for the NFTs, the Two-Face and all that. I just noticed there's not a spot tagged for them. So I'm guessing this Walmart doesn't even carry them. So that's great. They do have the Spawn figures though. We've seen these a bunch of times. They still got, oh yeah, they got a buttload of Iron Man over there. Oh, they got the Platinum Spawn. So they did get some more, and we'll check those out here in a second. There is your red stickered Platinum. Oh, there's the common. I don't see the difference in those, but red sticker is supposed to be a standalone figure, so I'm sure they're different. There's another red sticker, and there's your Platty, and that big guy. I've seen Target getting the Platinums, not Walmart's. I guess Walmart's catching up now. Not going to peg? Yeah, it will. Let's get our cherry Pepsi. Pepsi, you ever want to do a sponsorship deal with the Man Collects? You know, you send me free cherry Pepsi, I'll drink it on camera all the time. I usually drink it on camera all the time anyways. You just don't really see that because I don't show you, let you see me drinking soda. That's a beefy guy right there. I like that one. I like that one better than the other one. I think that black armor looks sweeter. No more Venoms. What's this one? Another regular. So the Spawn has hit Walmart's, but still no Fugglers. But again, looks like this one doesn't get the Fugglers, so that's a good reason why. All right, everybody, let's go now back to the toys section. Cross our fingers, eyes, and toes. They got something different than they had on Monday. All right, let's check out Bristol, Tennessee here. Minecraft stuff, Band, Rainbow Friends. I don't think I've seen these. And bagged figures of them. Kids were big into that one time. Rainbow Friends kind of fizzled out quick with them. Everybody. Let's take a look here behind us. Pokemon. Got my Pepsi sitting there. Well, I got a few Pokemon cards there. Not very many, but okay. All kinds of Sonic figures, video game and movie. I'm not going to dig all through all those and knock them off the peg. Got Samus hanging out there. And Axel, Monkey, Bull. Got all kinds of the new Nintendo figures. I can see them stacked all through there. I'm not going to move those. I saw right there, but knocked that one off the peg, so we don't want to make a mess. I can't believe this store doesn't have the Street Fighter. I'm sure they'd be 30 bucks here, same with everywhere else, but or every other Walmart, put it that way. The one in Bristol, Virginia got in. It's a lot smaller store than what this one is. I don't see anything different there. I got the John Cena little punchy thing. Got the New World Order, Bianca and Asuka. Mr. Perfect on Common and a Chase Perfect. There you go. Black singlet is your Chase for this wave 153. I think I already pointed out the Bulldog. Kurt Angle. Transformers. Nothing new or different we haven't been seeing. So the restock is already getting old. The Wheeljack, that one I first place I saw it was here last week. They sold out of Jazz. Got some retro card and gears. No Bumblebee. That Bumblebee does not last long. If you guys are collecting those and you're wanting that one, if you find it, you might want to grab it because, again, it doesn't stay on the shelf long at all. At least here. What do we got here? Captain America's. I'm gonna knock them off my head if I ain't careful. I didn't see the Star Wars shipper here, so I don't think it's hit here yet. I already walked through the collector section. They didn't have anything. Actually, less than what they had last week. They haven't stocked yet, so we'll check that. We'll check back here one more time this week, see if they do stock that collector section. IG-12, and none of the new Black Series. Someone Walmart's maybe been putting the stuff for the shipper out on the regular shelf. So if you don't see that shipper, don't get discouraged. check your Star Wars section to see if they might have it there. This all have been stocked, this die cast. We'll look through that in a second like I normally do. Alright guys, happened to walk by and see a Transformers box. Transformers fans, you're trying to find these, check your Walmarts. I have seen Target get these 2 figures, but I have not seen Walmart get them. So we know they got at least a couple of things here different than they had the other day, but that's pretty cool. Let's get back to the actual toy aisle now, see what's back there. We're gonna get some pictures for thumbnail fodder first. Good morning from the Virginia side of the border. We are here at Walmart. We're gonna run inside, guys, see what they got. Still trying to find some McFarlane Fidgetals if I haven't already found them somewhere this week by the time you see this video. So let's go in here and see if this is gonna be the spot that has them. All right, Bristol, Virginia, Walmart. We got the new Monday Night War figures. Build-A-Figure Gorilla Monsoon, Bret Hart. That's not a terrible likeness on Bret. Who's in this? Ringmaster, Bret Hart, Shamrock, and Paige. There's Shamrock. Barcode. And DDP. Is this the one that was the variant? And one had jean pants on. This one's got black. I know there's a black pants variant to him in the first release wave he was in. And there is the Ringmaster. Steve Austin before he was Stone Cold. That $1 million belt's kind of cool. It's just small. If that was bigger scale like it should be, I'd probably get that just for the belt. Another Bret, another Bret, another Bret, Monsoon, Shamrock, Ringmaster, and Bulldog. So yeah, that's cool to see. I don't know if I'm going to get that Bret Hart figure. I usually buy Bret figures. I didn't get the WrestleMania one because it's stupid. And that one doesn't look terrible, I gotta say, the likeness. We might think about Bret. I don't know. Anything else while we're here? No new mini comic legends yet. No new Micro Galaxy. No new Turtles. We got any Sega figs? Yeah, we got some, but none of the new ones. They do have the new Nintendo. I think they had those the other day. Well, guys, let's check some die cast. And then I've already looked in collectors. Nothing new was there. But yeah, got some new Monday Night War. That's pretty cool to see. All right, folks, here we go. They stocked the trading cards. We got some DC Annual hanging out there. Pokemon. I don't know if that's anything worth a crap. They also have a bunch of Pokemon back in the toy section. They had some Elite Trainer boxes. I didn't see the Prismatic or whatever it is I was looking for. There's like 1,000 people back there, so I really couldn't get to them to look. A bunch of Series 1. Well, I'm going to decide if we're going to grab us some more DCs. But yeah, I got a little trading card restock here in the Bristol Walmart. Okay, $9.97 each. They got a buttload of Fugglers here at Walmart, an entire shipper. You've got Lord of the Rings and the DCs. There's a whole thing of Harley Quinn. I don't know if anybody looks for these or not, but there you go. Who else? Batman, Joker, and Superman. Yeah, they got them all here, guys. Here is Superman Fuggler. Looks just like the Man of Steel. There's your barcode. I don't really know if anybody's looking for these things. Target was getting these DC ones for a while, but I didn't see them at ones here very much. And then Joker. There you go. Let's check out the Lord of the Rings ones. Who is this, Gimli? Only at Walmart. Gandalf. Okay, that's Gandalf. Looks just like Ian McKellen. Are they all Gandalf? Looks like it. There's Gollum, obviously. Smeagol, well, same thing. Okay, who we got here? Frodo? Yep, Frodo. Well, Kelly wanted to get some stuff signed by Elijah Wood. There we go. So you got Gandalf, Frodo. We're going to take some pictures of these guys. But yeah, check your Walmarts for an enormous Fuggler thing coming to take back over. Here we go, folks. Target in Bristol, Virginia. I'm going to run in here and start our pursuits of this store this week. So let's go see what they got. Okay, folks, we're kicking the week back off in Target. And look here. Oh man, the face sculpt kind of sucks. But still, we're going to grab Bane. Actually, this wave, I'm interested in this whole wave because I'd like to get the Build-A-Figure of Bruce Wayne. But that would be another pickup. Yeah, that's cool. Awesome. I only got one, but hey, it's the one I wanted, so. Oh, we got some new Thundercats down here. There is Jackal Man. That is sweet. That's Super 7. I didn't know these were coming. There's Mumra. Barcode. And Lion-O. That's kind of sweet. Kind of Masters-esque figures here. Let's look at a place on the shelf for Street Fighter. This is a store that had Sagat, whatever, and Blanca last week. They have the deluxe. Look, there's Lion-O there. Oh, that is sweet. Good way to start the week off. There's some turtles. Mini guys. There's something else. Motorhead. Hey, let me Motorhead. That's pretty cool. Barcode. They got one of the Spawn figures. Are these both Chun-Li? I didn't even look. Yeah, red and the blue Chun-Li are the only Street Fighters I'm seeing. A bunch of pops. Gargoyles. They got the Elvis Stitch. Is that NECA? It is. They did get something NECA. That's different at least. There's some silver screen Mummy and Frankenstein. I can't remember if they were here last week or not. That's kind of fun. But yeah, we've got some collector section finds. Bane's got a little ding on him there, but still, I'm going to pick it up. This is probably one I'll get two of to have one to open. The animated series Bane's one of my favorite versions, I have to say. So that I can kind of flatten that back out. That's not that bad. So he is taken. Work a little magic. Look, can't hardly tell it's even there. Alright guys, let's get some pictures for thumbnail fodder and let's head over to the toy section. Alright, one thing I completely overlooked. One thing, they got the Predator here, the Elder Greyback. And this, Tony the Tiger. I didn't notice this was a Jada, or a Super 7 figure. Not Jada, Super 7, right? No, this is Jada, okay. Tony the Tiger, that's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of tempting to buy. I wonder how much, we might scan Tony the Tiger. But that is cool. I saw that sitting there. I thought it was a box of cereal when I was walking the aisle a second ago, until I noticed that little flap on the side. Happened to think about Frankenberry and Count Chocula at Ross. But alright guys, I did see that. Now we're going to take one more picture of that now, and then Lenny Motorhead. Let's get over to the toy section. Alright guys, I'm going to guess some of this is probably going to be street dated. Look at this. You got the Ultimate Edition Hollywood Hulk Hogan action figure. We have got a Legends Rosie action figure. McFarlane right there is Green Arrow Connor Hawk gold label, and then Our Man gold label, and another box of Mattel. It's not Joe's, is it? WWE Legends Godfather action figure. So I don't know if that stuff is street dated or what. Not saying that I want it, I'm not really interested in getting any of those figures, but I like to have pictures of them for the old thumbnail fodder. But yeah, I just see these boxes sitting here, so I try to find an employee and see if they're going to put this out or if it is street dated. All kinds of sale prices here, guys. Check this out. Evolution down to 45 bucks. What about rings on sale? Oh, we do have Solo. Same basis we're seeing at Walmart. Braun Breaker, Jimmy Uso. I can't tell. They got two chases. Okay. They may have those the other day, I don't remember. Orange Cassidy, Austin Gunn, John Silvers, I got Kalnaka, Mando, Darth. We put out some more Turtles of Grayskull. They're down to $15.91. Bunch of Casey's. There's the wild-haired Mikey, but I want the Snake Men, Reptile Wars, whatever, Michelangelo. Somebody had let me know about that in the comments. I need to do better remembering the names of people who tell me this stuff. But if you watch this video, I really appreciate you telling me. Now I know what to look for. There you go, some Series 8. That's cool looking. Oh, here's a barcode. We're trying to find it. I found some of this stuff over the weekend. I don't recall finding that one. Might have been, who knows. Kong. All this stuff's on sale. Tried to look down this aisle yesterday, guys, but wasn't able to get down it. I'm gonna check the die cast next. die cast yesterday, I gotta say, I came down it, and right about here where this Pokemon and stuff is, the most horrid smell you've ever smelled in your life. Like old, nasty trash. I don't know what was going on. There was a girl here with some guy, I think was her granddad. I started asking if they smelled it, but didn't want to seem rude. It's terrible though, right there, right in through there somewhere. What's that big box? Headstrom play balls. Huh. That sounds kinky. Okay, anyways, diecast. Not seeing anything really different. Hot Wheels is pretty bare. I got a bunch of these premiums right now. Nothing. Oh, you're fine. Well, oh, we got a SpongeBob 2-pack. These are on sale for $8.39. Oh, check that out. Cadillac Coupe de Ville. That is sweet. Got anything else? Okay, SpongeBob, Optimus. That looks like about it, guys. I'm gonna get this guy to check a DPCI for me. Bristol Target, they got Optimus, but one thing I see they have, I have not found yet. I gotta admit, guys, I saw the employee with this on his cart. They just took it out of a distro box. So there we go. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna buy it. I wonder if it's bringing up one of these sale prices. I don't know. It says Legends versus Assortment, Spider-Man. That is a cool find right there. Man, I thought it would come in a case. I saw Carlos found this. He found a whole case of them. This one, though, only got the one. You got sale price on a lot of this stuff, guys. Be checking your Targets. They also have, I've seen this at Walmart a few times. They got that Optimus Prime, but there we go. A couple good days here at Target. So let's go look around some more, see what else we can find. Back in Target in Bristol, and guys, this place is killing it lately. They got another restock. They had these last week and sold them. There's Todd's Mod, the gold label Batman. And then King Shark, we didn't see him last week. These look awesome. I've been tempted to buy these, but I think we're going to stay strong. And then the last of the wave, that looks pretty awesome. Killer Croc. There you go, all three of those. Not only those, we've got a restock on Sagat and Blanca. Awesome figures. Still got those. I can't believe the Thundercatcher's still here. And there's Blanca again. Barcodes. Cool to see those showing up. Hopefully they hit everybody's Targets like that, because I know a lot of people were messaging me when I found those the first time. Most of these people sharing excitement over seeing them in the store already. I got another wave of Super Friends up here. Oh, U2s. Enderman. I don't know if I've seen these things at Target before. Barcode. That's kind of cool. Peanuts. Super 7. There's Sinestro. Hal Jordan. Batman. And Lex Luthor. So yeah, I got some Super Friends showing back up. Let's see. Oh, this is neat. I don't know if I've seen this one or not either. Spider-Man comic cover. I'll get those Super Friends down and show the barcodes in a second, but I just want to check the rest of the aisle first. Those, I don't know if those Warhammers are new or restocks. Man, they sold all those Stitch Elvises. Wow. I had a bunch of those sets. I got a stuffed Stitch Elvis. Still no Holothon hanging around. Yeah, here you go with Sinestro. Barcode. I wonder if they had the rest of the wave in the bag, because last week when I found these the first day, they had 4 on the peg, and so somebody bought them, me. And the next morning I came back, they had the other 2 out. And there is a platinum of Batman, keep in mind. He's red. Barcode. And then one of the cooler looking figures in the wave, in my opinion, Luthor. And a barcode. Alright. Well, let's take some pictures. Got a new Star Wars end cap going up here, guys. Look at this. This is all the same thing. Got General Grievous's Final Battle Pack. So there you go, if you're a Micro Galaxy Squadron fan. These are Target exclusives, and man, they got 3, 6, 9, 12 of these things lined up here. So that's kind of cool. Action figure laying there was still the same. Nothing new over there. That animated Batman figure right there is one of the ones on clearance, the blind as a Batman. But looks like they're setting up a whole Star Wars end cap out here for some stuff. We'll see what they get as they stock this up. So there you go. X-Wing action figure, action figures, Funko Pops, and Funko Pops. So we'll see what they put on that to get the end cap built. But Bristol, Virginia Target. Let's see what they got today, guys. Somebody brought one of these over here. We do have 2 new Transformers. There is Shockwave from Dark Side of the Moon, a Barcode, and we've got, I can get it up out there, Optimus Prime from Age of Extinction. Big sword back in there, that's kind of cool. Kind of a lot of space in the box though. But yeah, that's cool to see. Alright guys, here's your latest Target gold labels. You got Our Man, and the Barcode, and then Connor Hawk, and the Barcode. The guy brought these out of the back, so check your Target stores. They are starting to get these in stock. They got an April 27th set date, but now they are not street dated, so you can purchase them if you see them in your store. But yeah, that's pretty cool to see. Trading cards got stocked here, guys. Let's see. They got some Spider-Man, the single packs. Those were cool, but I think I'm going to slack off those. I was kind of hoping they might have got some DC here, maybe some of the Secret Wars or Infinity Trilogy. I don't know if Targets will get those. There's Pokemon. I don't really know crap about these. I know all the ones there they were stocking, people were grabbing like crazy. You Pokemon people can let me know if this is any decent stuff, because I have no clue. But yeah, I was like, oh, they got the kind of tickles my interest are these, and I think I'm going to leave them on the peg. And we're back at Ross, Greenville, Tennessee. Let's run into one here at the home base and see what they got today. Home base Ross, let's see what they got. Unbelievable Science, Captain America, still got dinosaurs and Jurassic World Park, whatever stuff. Those little Hadouken things. Somebody's having trouble hacking something up. There's some Bitty Pops. Minnie Mouse, Chip, and Goofy. That's interesting looking. Come on. I'm not seeing a Marvel Legend yet. What is it? Ninja Turtles, Leo, Skates. See some anime figures. Some Knuckles, that Bumblebee mask. Black and Decker drill. Hey. Oh, here we go. Amigo set. Chucky and Tiffany. $10. They get the Young Dr. Frankenstein one. I looked at that one several times. Back in the day, all three are Chucky and Tiffany. Back in the day at Walmart, never did buy it. Seems like it was actually got on clearance at one point. Still didn't buy them. There's the Ahsoka mask for $6. Bunch of pops. Paw Patrol. One of those little creepy crawly insects. It's not going to stand up now. Hot Wheels. Seth Rollins. A couple of Seth Rollins. Donnie, Mikey, Leo. Or Donnie, Mikey, Raph, my bad. Another Donnie. Well, they do have some stuff. I don't think I've seen that pop up at a Ross store yet, the ones I've been to. And I haven't seen that Chucky and Tiffany Mego set. But still not seeing the Legends in my area. But like I said, I get to this Ross late in the afternoon after I get off work. I'm sure those aren't going to last very long. They do start hitting. But we'll still keep trying to find them. You never know. But I'm going to look around some more, guys. Find anything else, you'll see it. If not, that's going to wind up Ross for today. Actually, here's a bunch of Minecraft. Huh. It's kind of fitting with movie out right now. Those are $8 a piece. All right, let's go look around some more. We're back in the home base Ross, and they do have some stuff. They got kind of beat up Star Wars Black Series. Jedi Master Endara from the Acolyte. And then we do have some Legends. First time seeing these. This is the Zabu way, but he's actually the only one that doesn't come with a bath piece. I need Icarus, the Red Widow, Wolfsbane, and Thor. That one looks cool, guys. But I don't know if I'll get that or not. It'll be one of those things I'm buying it because it's $5.99. Adam Page, Kenny Omega, MJF, Jericho, Bryan Danielson. So they got the AEW wave. Let's see if they got any more Legends stuck anywhere down through here or anything different than they had the other day when we were here. Still got one of the 2 packs of Chucky and Tiffany. Had 3 the other day. They've sold them all but one. I'm not seeing any more Legends, guys. What I am going to do is turn the camera off, and I want to dig through this stuff a little bit. We'll see if we can find any more. If I do come across any more of them, I'll show them to you. If I don't, though, we're heading on to the next. Greetings from Bristol, Virginia. We are back at Ollie's. Let's run in today, guys, and let's see if they got any cool stuff out to look at. All right, guys, we are in Ollie's. Oh, looky there. Oh, I got the X-Men 3-pack. There's Gambit, Banshee, and Psylocke. Second time, I keep looking for barcode. Second time finding that. They had it in Greenville one time. Now they got it here in Bristol. Ooh, we got some Transformers here. Perceptor, $9.99. Wow. Transformers the movie. I don't remember ever seeing this one at retail. Microscope. That's cool. They got a bunch of him down there, guys. Look at that. Are they all Perceptor? I would assume so. Yeah. Whole big bunch of him. I want to come back and get some pictures of that stuff for thumbnail fodder. What else we got here? I can't get down the main aisles right now. There's bodies everywhere. Not in a bad way, it's just people. There's a cheap Ghostbuster ones, not the ones everybody's looking for. Still got a buttload of starting lineup here. Transformers starting lineup. There's the Marvel Stunt Squad stuff. Some more of it down there. Mech Strike, Black Panther hanging out down there. Got the Bop It Turtle. There's a whole bunch of Dungeons and Dragons still. And Minecraft Diamond level. What is that? Okay, I don't think I saw that last time. $12.99. Shelf talkers. Man, I saw somebody find one of these today. I think it was Justin for Action Figure Now, but I forget who it was. How much are these things here? $13. 40-year-old virgin. Oh, cool. Let's see what he says.
I'm a virgin. I always have been. Is it true that if you don't use it, lose it?
I'm gonna make a mess with that. Now they had the Beavis and Butthead ones. I'd probably buy those. What we got here? We got a bunch of Pink Rangers there. Some Eternal stuff. Black Panther Claw, Fortnite guns. Man, they have really stocked. Since the last time I was here, this wasn't this full. There's a bunch of Johnny Lightning stuff. It's kind of sweet. I have to find some more of those Batmobiles that I don't already have. And let's get around the front side here. Actually, I'm going to check out, so I'll be right back. Little end cap here of Star Wars stuff. There's a little blue bear. All right, I can already see some more Transformers up there. So let's get up there and see what they got. Robotech diecast counters. Some more Johnny Lightnings. Looks like the same, I guess, maybe the other assortment. I don't really know, but a lot of them back in there. Something Ghostbusters. Oh, what's that thing? I bet. Yeah. These things. Sabine Wren for $6-7. There's Mando or Boba Fett. I'm sorry, Boba Fett. I get that. Make that mistake all the time. These are $6, $5.99. You could have found them on clearance at Walmart. I believe they were a little cheaper than that, but most of the stores here have already cleared them all out. Man, look at this kickback. A metric buck ton of this guy. Insecticon Espionage. There was one of the Insecticons showing up at Ross. I can't remember if it was this one or not. $9.99. He's the same price as Perceptor. What's this up here? The sharks. Oh. Killmonger, Mega Blocks, Mossman. I think the twins are starting to show up at Ross again, or Ollie's again as well. Zaymont and Tomax. Don't know if they're going to have them here or not, but and they still got a buttload. How much are the Dungeons and Dragons figures here? $10 still. It's Killmonger. There's Optimus Primal, just not the Studio 86. Still got Savage Namor. Some more Namor. What if it's more Killmonger, Namor, another X-Men 3-pack? There we go. Got 2 of those here. These Transformers. Action Figure Now found these. They were stickered for $60 each in their store. It was obviously a mistake. Right there's $19.99 on this, but still $20 for this. Still feels a bit excessive. There's Optimus Primal I've been seeing. This is tempting to get for $8. I'll give in on that eventually if I don't give in on it for this hunt. The Triceratops is kind of cool. The Regal Ceratops. Now, he was at either Burlington or Ross one. I don't remember. There's Tommaso, and then Dragunov, whatever. And those 2-packs, Sideways and RC. $20. Well, I got some different stuff here. Got the Triceratops and that 2-pack, got the 3-pack. I would say so far, I would consider it a successful Ollie's round. A bunch of Bowsers. He's cheaper here than he is Ross. I don't see anything else. Let's check these end caps. That might be it. All those basic Wakanda Forevers. Got some Play-Doh. And any toys down. Oh, we got some more down this aisle. Some more of those basic figs. Got some Legends up top. The stuff I've been seeing at Ollie's for a while now. These are all the familiars, I guess you can say. Stuff that's been here for a bit. All those this is the store that had all the Killmongers. I like to find the Indiana Jones, the Templar Knight is showing up. I like to get him. He would go with all kinds of stuff. Mythic Legions, or they got the holiday Star Wars figure. Haven't seen this yet. I assume $9.99 at the price tag store. I'll have him. I don't see any more of them. I kind of figured that was one I'd have in mass quantities. It's like they had Indiana Jones last time I was here. Oh, there they are. There are mass quantities. $9.99. I want to dig around so I can find the Indiana Jones figures, but it looks like that is coming to the end of a general walkthrough, guys. If I do find anything else, I'll turn the camera back on. But yeah, man, keep checking your Ollies. They're getting all kinds of good stuff right now. Ollie's in Greenville, guys. Let's run into home base, see what they got. Ollie's been getting some more stuff. Let's see if we can find anything here. Well, we got the big end cap full of Star Wars stuff here. And then a big end cap over here of Legends. Looks like the Namor is about the newest thing there out of the recents that have been showing up. And we got a bunch of Star Wars. Once again, not really seeing anything different. There's a Tommaso Ciampa. I didn't know he had joined the Star Wars lore. Man, I've had that thing since before Christmas. Bucky O'Hare looking thing. Actually, somebody told me one time Bucky O'Hare was based on him. That character was out before that. And I don't know, I'm beans about Star Wars, but I thought that was kind of interesting. I always thought they ripped off Bucky O'Hare, and if that's true, Bucky O'Hare ripped off them. But that's neither here nor there. And nobody wants to hear about Bucky O'Hare. You want to see what kind of toys we can find. We're going to check out this side first, guys. And we'll come back and get the other. That little Venom there is tempting just because it's Venom. Ian Malcolm. Bunch of Ian Malcolms. Fantastic Four, Visible Woman is still hanging out. Still got butt loads of fright features. Oh, they got Sean Connery. $9.99. Him and the Grail Knight. Right there. And probably that young Indiana. If I can find them, I like to have those for Indiana Jones. The Grail Knight would be cool to use like Mythic Legions and stuff, but guys, I can't pass up a Sean Connery action figure for $10. May he rest in peace. One of the finest actors I've ever seen. Nubs. And there's a Batmobile or Batman carded car. Jim Gordon already got that one though. Well, that's a cool find. They didn't have this last time. They had some Indiana Jones figures, but they didn't have this one. Henry Jones Sr. How did I forget that? That's embarrassing. There's a bunch of Tarantula figs still. More Winston hanging down here. I don't think they've sold very many of those fright features since I was here last week. Still pretty full pigs. Nothing really good there. There's little Transformer figures. Not seeing much, though. We haven't been seeing that whole thing of Electro there from the 3 3/4 inch Marvel Legends. Has been here for a hot minute, too. Young Jedi Adventure stuff. I noticed coming down the aisle here, they got a whole end cap here of drinking games. That's great. Roulette drinking game. That's kind of curiosity there. Okay, guys, want to check out. I'll be back. Okie dokie. Let some people get by. Let's see what we got on this side now. If there's anything different. Bunch of die casts. There's action figures. That's those Black Panther claws. Got a bunch of Titan figs over there. Let's see. I'm so tempted to buy that. And those, but I don't need them. Optimus Primal still. Haven't seen the Studio 86 Primal yet. There's Everett Ross back in there, and yet again some more Ian Malcolm. What's that? Oh, Bendy Fig, GIJoe, Mossman. I want to hurry this up. I'm starting to get hungry. Cassie Lang Wave. Some Joe's back in there. Still Lady J. She's been here since before Christmas, as has that Baroness. There's another Namor, Mordo. Well, I think last week the Indiana Jones figures were right there. So I guess that Sean Connery is the only one they got this week. That's terrible, Sean Connery impersonation. I apologize for that. Well, about the same stuff we saw in Bristol. Actually, Bristol had a little bit more, to be quite honest with you. But hey, they did have Henry Jones Sr. here, so that's pretty cool. So we're going to check out now, guys. I'm going to look around here some more. It's easy to miss stuff, so I'm going to look around, make sure we didn't miss anything. If I find anything else that looks cool, I'll show it to you. But if not, we are getting out of here. Another week, another toy hunt is in the books. Hello everyone, my name is Chris, I am the Man Collects. Thank you for taking your time to watch this hunt video on YouTube. If you did enjoy it, even just a little bit, do me a favor and hit that like button. Alright everyone, had a good hunt this week. Target in my area has come back to life in the last couple of weeks. I look forward to this weekend getting out to a couple of different targets in my area to see if they're having the same kind of success the one in Bristol is. Some good stuff coming out right now. But with all that being said, of all that good stuff we've seen this week, I have it narrowed down to the top 3 coolest finds from this week in my opinion. And as always, we're starting with number 3. Number 3 goes to something that I almost overlooked because I thought it was an actual small box of cereal. That is Tony the Tiger from GIJoe Toys. I don't know what it is, guys, about those GIJoe cereal mascots, but I enjoy that figure line for whatever reason. You know, you had Frankenberry and you had Count Chocula. Actually, they showed up at Ross last year for like, what, 11, 12 bucks. You know, so I grabbed those then. I saw Tony there. I think I found him on Monday morning after I realized what it was. I looked at it. I thought, man, this looks cool. I want to get it. Then I get to thinking, you know, you don't need a Tony the Tiger figure in your collection. But the more I thought about it, went back on Tuesday morning, it might have still been there. It might be in the toy haul, but we'll check that out here in a few minutes, take another look. I did pick up Tony the Tiger, but it looks awesome, guys. I mean, I'm a fan of that line. GIJoe Toys, in my opinion, is probably one of the better action figure companies out there of what I consider kind of the mainline, you know, companies. I'm talking to kind of exclude them from the independents, like Four Horsemen, you know, and some of those. But I enjoy the stuff GIJoe gives us. The Street Fighter figures are nice, and I think these ad icons or whatever they call them, they're pretty cool as well. I actually saw Tyler with Tripping Over Toys. He found Chester Cheetah at his Target. If I see that Chester Cheetah at retail, I will buy that thing. I've come close to ordering a couple of times and never pulled the trigger. But as far as number 3 coolest find, it goes to Tony the Tiger of Frosted Flakes fame. Say that 10 times real fast. All right, guys. Tony the Tiger number 3. Let's see what made the number 2 spot. Number 2 goes to a figure, a Marvel Legend I have been trying to find. Didn't know if I wanted to buy it, but I at least wanted to find it to satisfy what I always call my hunter's ego. And that is the Retro Card Uncanny X-Men Savage Land Professor X, which is a Target exclusive. I did find it there in Bristol, Virginia. I'm sorry, at the Target there. They only had one. It came in a distro box. I've seen a lot of other people finding cases of those figures, but that store only got them in a distro. They didn't get them in an actual assortment or a case pack there, which doesn't matter. We still found it on the pegs. That's one good thing. I saw it on the guy. I could see it in the distro box when the guy was messing with his cart. I mean, I didn't want to bother the employee. He was digging through those things. So, you know, I went over and looked at the collector section. I saw him take it, hanging on the peg. It's like, hey, let's go over and look at Professor X. So it was cool to see that there in the store. I don't know if I want to pick that one up or not, because quite honestly, I don't know why. I feel like that would be one maybe to show up at a discounter. And I did pick up the hover chair Professor X here a couple weeks ago when I found it at GameStop. So I don't really need both of those in my collection. I prefer to have the hover chair, the classic Professor X Xavier there, versus the one from the Savage Land. But still cool to see it. Been trying to track it down. Number 2 coolest thing I saw this week toy hunting. And now we're up to it. Number 1, what took the top spot? That has to be a figure that I was disappointed that I didn't see last week when I saw some more figures in the wave, but I did see it this week. Actually, the only one of these I saw this week, it is Bane from the new wave of Adventures or Batman animated series figures from McFarlane. Those are showing up in Targets, guys. Make sure you're checking your stores and see if you can find those. I think this wave is probably one of the... I'm not a huge fan of the McFarlane animated series figures. I'm going to be honest with you, but I think this wave is a little bit better. That's kind of one that keeps getting a little bit better every wave, I think. And then the Bruce Wayne Build-A-Figure in this one, I think that's probably the best Build-A-Figure that you've had out of the animated series waves so far. But cool to see Bane. Still got to track down Phantasm. Have not laid eyes on Phantasm yet. And I'm a huge fan of the Batman animated movie, so we may grab that one when we find it. But it was cool to see Mr. Bane. And as far as my opinion goes, he was the number 1 coolest thing I saw this week, because he was actually about the only thing I had on my list of things I wanted to get, even though I did pick up more than just Bane. So let's get into that. Let's get into the toy haul. What did I pick up this week? What did I blow money on? We're going to start with some discounter purchases. Now, I did find this actually tonight as I was in Ross here in Greenville, Tennessee, and I went back and forth about getting it. I just went ahead and got it. It's only $6. I grabbed the Superior Iron Man. This is a figure I would not have gotten at full retail just because it doesn't appeal to me that much. But for $6, you know, I can do all kinds of stuff, put him on a shelf and swapping heads out and putting a Punisher head or something on there and just see what we can do with this and have some fun with it. And then too, if I can find the rest of the Zabu wave that I don't have, I've got now Iron Man, I've got Kazar, And I've got Cable. I need to find the Black Winter Thor, Wolfsbane, Red Widow, and Icarus. So I know some of these are hitting Ross. We'll see if we find them or not. But I did pick up Superior Iron Man for $5.99 from Ross. And one thing is cool, the Legends showing up at Ross now are back to $5.99. You know, the Iron Man wave and stuff, when it was hitting, it was like, what, $12.99, something like that? So they're getting back to the cheaper prices under Marvel Legends. Another discounter pickup. Again, I didn't collect much of this wave, but hey, it's a Sean Connery action figure for $10. I can't pass up a Connery for $10. We did pick up Henry Jones Sr. and got him at Ollie's here in Greenville for $9.99, so you got a discounted price on him as well. I don't think I ever saw this figure at retail. I saw some of these figures at Target and some at GameStop, but I guess that's why they're showing up in discounters now. These didn't show up a whole lot in my area, and usually when they did, they didn't last very long. They usually got bought pretty quick, and they lingered at GameStop more so than Target. Most of the time when Target got them, they sold pretty quickly, but I do like that figure. Huge fan of Sean Connery. Loved the first 3 Indiana Jones movies, so I did pick that up to go into the collection, and I'm hoping we can find this Indiana Jones back here and the Templar Knight as well at Ollie's to go with this one, because Templar Knight you can do with some Mythic Legions and stuff, and I would like to have a classic Indy to go with his dad here, so we did pick that up. What else we got here? You already know these two. I've already said I got them, but there is Bane. We did grab him from this animated series wave. I may take him out of package if I do end up getting the rest of this wave to build Bruce Wayne. And there's your Bruce Wayne Build-A-Figure kind of animated shot of what it looks like. You know, I'll have these things off card. Now, Bane did have a little bit of damage there to the package, but again, I probably am going to open Bane at least to put him on the shelf, so I wasn't too upset by that. But yep, we did grab Big Bane here to go in our figure collection. I usually buy Bane figures. He's one of my favorite DC baddies. And then my last pickup is just great, because we got Tony the Tiger. I did go back and get him, guys, like I said. This just looks sweet. Look at that. That just pops out of the box there. This is one, too. I'm going to take him out of the box, because one thing that helps me with that decision, most of the time stuff like this I would leave in package. But the box, I don't know if you can see it there, it's got a big crease. It's got some damage and dings to it, which makes it easier for me to want to take it out of the packaging. But we did grab us a Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Tony the Tiger action figure, because what toy collector just does not need this in their collection? This needs to be in a figure collection. At least it needs to be in mine, I guess. We did pick that up. It's $24.99, by the way. I saw some posts about it being $29.99. If that is the correct retail price, at this Target it scanned and rang up for $25. In case somebody's wondering how much it cost, that's what it was at the store I bought it from. But as far as the haul, guys, that is it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you had a great week. But let's wrap this up with social media plugs for the Man Collects Instagram. Description of the video, about page on YouTube, splash on the screen. I'll show you ways to find me on Instagram. Look me up on there, give me a follow, send me a message should you choose to. And then we got the YouTube page, The Man Collects. If you are a first-time viewer to this content, or you've came back a whole big old bunch of times, you just haven't hit subscribe, consider subscribing to the channel and see what comes down the pipe here on YouTube. Everybody, once again, hope you had a great week. Everyone have a great, happy, safe, and festive Easter holiday weekend. Hide some eggs and all that good stuff. And I'll see you back here the next time the man comes around.